And do you see that it affects confidence, mood, and overall outlook?
Well, the confidence for sure.
Yeah.
I lead music. I lead some jams at a winery, some wineries in Livermore, among other things. And I always make a joke that bring your ukulele and let's play together. And of course, if you have a glass of wine, that may help, but not always. I'm not encouraging you to do that. Don't worry. But Zeno mentioned about doing multiple things at the same time. Playing a musical instrument is multitasking. You're often singing, doing something rhythmic, and processing chord changes, for instance, all at the same time. You may not be conscious of that. After a while, it becomes automatic. But it's a multitasking thing that you're doing all at once, but it's also very pleasurable. So you don't feel like you're trying to memorize a math equation necessarily. That's not pleasurable for me. It is for some people. But that's the main thing. It's very inclusive, and it stimulates. You're doing different tasks all at the same time. And I also get there's a left brain, right brain thing. I don't know exactly how specific those really are in the real world, but I assume they are. I get a lot of people who come to me for lessons who are engineers and tech people, and I guess that would be called left brain primarily, people scientific, and part of music is about that. You're learning a skill, but part of playing music is letting go of all of that knowledge and just playing more intuitively and listening, playing more right brain, and a lot of people have a hard time with that. But once that starts happening, I see a smile come on their face, and they go, oh, this is really fun. So that's a really big part of seeing the light bulb come on with people who will maybe stay on one side of their brain, so to speak.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned why the ukulele. I think you said it was a fairly easy instrument to learn, right? Not that many chords. Any other advantages over other instruments for adult beginners, compared to learning, I don't know, the flute or the guitar? I guess there's just more chords to the guitar, right?
Well, this is maybe subjective, but the ukulele has a really happy sound.
Aw.
And it's sort of hard to be depressed when you're playing the ukulele. That's subjective, I know. But more so, the ukulele has also become a very social instrument, more so than maybe even guitar and some of the others. Because it's so easy to play, you can immediately join up. There's a ukulele club or jam in this area, just in the Tri-Valley area here, almost every day or every night of the week. You can go to at senior centers, and you'll be with 30, 40, 50 people who are all playing, some total beginners, some really good, but you're all playing songs together. It's very social. So we were talking about staying social as we age. It's such a great way to do that. And then you end up making friends, and you're doing this fun thing with other people who you may not even have other things in common with, but you're finding a bond with other people.
I want to add, no calluses required. You can pick it right up. It doesn't hurt your fingers. Again, it's easy to press the nylon strings compared to steel strings if you've attempted guitar. That hand size I have bad arthritis in my thumbs. I can't attempt guitar anymore, but the ukulele. And the other great thing about ukulele, not expensive at all. I bought 3 of them for my son for the price of 1 guitar. So now he
I'm so glad you said
so
that about
the cost entry level is so, it's like you could be playing within 5 minutes, right?
I'm getting excited.
And $100. You can spend more, of course, but under $100 even, if you look.
I'm not paying Zeno to say that.
Not saying,
Slip him the $20 later. Okay, so how many hours? So let's say I decide I'm going to learn the ukulele.
Oh, yeah.
How many hours would I actually have to practice? I mean, does that make sense for a busy working adult to do?
If you were a 12-year-old coming to me for lessons, I would be more specific and say the answer you would expect, practice 20 minutes every day or a half an hour. As busy adults, I would say, because it's a muscle memory thing, primarily learning to do what you do with your fingers, if you just did it 5 minutes every day, and just processed a couple of chords, played through a song or two, you would be well on your way to playing within a month or so, maybe even less. When I teach my classes, often we walk out of the first week of classes. I teach for the city of San Ramon. By the first class, we're already playing 3 songs. They're easy songs, but we're playing 3 songs. Depends on how much you want to put into it, of course, as with any discipline. Some people practice for hours and they become brilliant, and you don't need to. But one of the things about practicing too is because there are so many opportunities every single day to go join a bunch of other people playing, that's great practice. You can sit next to somebody who knows more than you, and you can look at their fingers, or you can just be playing along. And I tell everyone, if nothing else, just sit there and play a C chord, which is 1 finger, and just keep playing. And eventually you're gonna pick stuff up that way. It's way more fun.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. So for someone who's never touched an instrument, what would you say to encourage them to take the first step? What's the best way to begin?
Take a couple of lessons.
Okay.
That's just to get you introduced to just how the instrument actually works, how to make some noise from it. And again, try and go to, especially with ukulele, go to one of these jams and just sit in the back and sing along. You don't have to play, just sing, and you'll start getting the feel for it. Watch other people, watch what they do with their fingers. At a lot of our age, we're resisting technology sometimes, but YouTube has thousands of really easy tutorials. You can say how to play the ukulele or the guitar, and you can play along with it, and they explain it in really easy ways, and you can do it at your own pace. You can pause it, you can speed it up, all those things. So use technology, it's really great.
Oh, interesting, all right. Well, okay, I guess my last question, any concluding thoughts from any of you before we go to raffle prize, your questions, and then end with a little treat for you today? Any concluding thoughts, Zeno?
No, I want to hear what you got.
I know, that's
right?
what's,
Yeah.
that's
Make
gonna
sure
get
you have
interesting.
time. Yeah.
Nicole?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, all right. So let's have Carrie, is Vincent around? Vincent, why don't you bring the raffle tickets that was for people that brought a first-time guest, right? Come on down. Did anyone bring a first-time guest today? Okay, cool. Okay, so I will let you drum roll.
Okay, let's find our lucky winner.
All right, and then Megan. Oh, hold it, wait. Hold the phone. And then, oh, make sure that you are.
Do I say?
Sure. Okay, who are you?
Oh,
So just say you brought,
okay.
you're the one that brought them.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Megan from CareQuest, and we identify assisted livings, memory cares, and board and cares for our clients. And I brought the raffle prize. So the raffle winner will be receiving a Veuve Clicquot champagne, as well as
Wow.
a $50 Target gift card. So congratulations to whoever the lucky winner is.
I think I need a ticket too.
And my number is, when you want to invite me over.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Sorry, bad idea. Blow up.
All right, I think we're safe.
Okay.
All right, do you want to pick it?
You have to read it.
Okay. And the lucky winner is, yes, 5131891. All right.
And when's cocktail hour? Yay, thank you. Now, do you want to walk around with the mic on this side? Okay, okay. Awesome. Okay, take a couple quick seconds to fill out your eval. You can slap your name tag right on the eval. We're trying to make it easy peasy for you. Let us know if you want us to connect you with anybody in any way. And we're going to get to your questions now, because this is the fun part. And if you don't have questions, I got a lot of questions.
Right.
Questions on this side? Yeah. We'll just go every other, Vincent. Mary Ellen?
It's not a question, but related to the music. There's a group in this area called the Performing Arts Society of California. Any instrument you play, they have subgroups within it. I'm in the jazz piano group. Once a month, people gather at somebody's house and they take turns playing. Or if you're like me, you just take turns listening. And so if you're interested in it, the Performing Arts Society of California.
Performing Arts Society of California.
And they actually have performances at the library in Lafayette several times a year. But it's no matter what instrument you play, there's a subgroup within it. So.
Wow.
How
Thank
cool.
you.
And
That's
speaking
awesome.
of music, if I wanted to learn, if I wanted you to teach me guitar or ukulele, how would I find you? You have a card out there?
I have some cards out in the lobby under the speaker table.
Cool.
And I'd be happy, of course, you can contact me about lessons. I'd be happy to teach you and also let you know what some of the activities are, where the various ukulele jams and things that are going on, including the ones I do. Email me and I'm happy to put you on a mailing list.
And Nicoleans, you have some goodies out there too.
No, I didn't bring anything.
Okay.
I'm available.
Unless we want to enroll in college.
Yeah, and want to enroll in college, I'll advise you right on the spot.
Cool.
I do have a card if you want it.
Questions on?
Okay.
So I have two questions, but do I get one? We'll start with, okay, so I'll do screen time. You were mentioned about, I've heard you shouldn't have any screen time in the evening, but I too wake up at 3:10 in the morning. So I get out my iPad and I read.
Me too.
With the dark screen.
Oh, dark mode, good.
And I'm wondering, I hear something about blue light,
Yeah, the blue light thing. If that helps you spend that time and get back to sleep, I don't see it as a big problem. If you have the night mode, I do think that's preferable. Emits much less light, including the blue frequencies, which they say is bad. Yeah, we live in modern times, so sounds like you have a Kindle instead of a bunch of books. Kindle.
Right. Well, it's an iPad.
Oh, yeah, I said iPad. Yeah, an iPad, which can load, these devices. Again, don't be afraid of technology. But yeah, I keep a book next to my bed, an old-fashioned book, just for those occasions. But we live in complex modern times. So the more you can reduce that, it's probably going to help, right? We are sleep disordered collectively as a society, and elders, I'm at least senior now, seniors, elders, we've got our own challenges already with that sleep-wake cycle. So we have to exist in society that includes things like a book on your iPad instead. So that seems like a healthy adaptation of the technology, right? Other people use that kind of thing too, right?
I love real books. I have to hold it.
I like the real book too,
do
but
too.
my
I love
book
this-
bag gets very heavy
I
with
know.
just a few. So
And I need light, which disturbs.
Oh,
Turn
get
on
one
the
of those
light.
little,
Partner.
get one of those
Yes.
little reading lights.
Yeah, I wake up at 3:15 as a result of the iPad.
yeah,
Oh,
she gets up
great.
at 3:10. Yeah,
Great.
yes, we have a similar situation in our house. Plus cats. Do you have a second question?
I do have a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
You were talking about weight-bearing exercises, and I'm a little confused. Is weight-bearing mean I literally have to pick up weights or go to the gym and do things?
right.
I do a lot of walking, and I do yoga, which requires weight-bearing in different positions.
Yeah, I'll let
I'm
Nicole
not
start with
really
that.
clear
Yeah.
on what's considered weight-bearing.
Yeah, so, weight bearing, strength training, there's lots of terms for it. But weight bearing is anything that's putting pressure on your, ultimately your bones. Your
Skeletal system, pretty much.
skeletal system. So if you're doing something in yoga, not that you're doing this, but like a handstand, for instance, right? That's very weight bearing on your lower extremities. A plank, that would be weight bearing, things like that. But specifically lifting weight, is very beneficial, and it doesn't have to be, you start where you're at, you don't start with a ton of weight, but you want it to be challenging for you, so it's a little hard, you're exerting yourself, and putting pressure, again, on the skeletal system is the most important thing to do.
Doing leg presses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
leg presses are great.
But also doing, it's very hard to get weight-bearing, upper body weight-bearing activities.
Yeah.
So like a press up, like, so yoga is very good, right? If you're just like,
Plank then.
yeah, planks, downward dog, even if you're just like, on all fours, you're putting some weight on the upper body. Riding a bicycle puts weight bearing on the spine, sacrum and spine, a little bit of pressure on, through the legs, but mostly it's only bearing through the spine. Walking is good because it's weight bearing through the feet, ankles, lower body, but nothing for the upper body swinging
Right.
loose and light. So there's no weight bearing for the upper body, for those arms, and that's hard to get, weight bearing for arms. So that's why, push-ups, bench press type activity, but can be very lightweight. You don't need that much weight. Pull downs are going to be strength training, but pulling down like a pull up or lat pulls doesn't really bear weight. It's strength training. So there's this little relationship between strength training and weight bearing. So
That's a good question.
yeah, does that help? Yeah.
It does. One more thing. So if I'm doing, which I don't do much of, doing weights, hand weights, so that's not really weight bearing then. That's just strength building.
Correct. But you're standing, so you're doing some weight bearing on the spine, right?
And like he
Need a
said, a
variety of
push-up
activities.
would be a great one for the upper body. You can even do them on a wall. If you don't want to get on the floor and do a push-up, you can do a wall push-up.
Yeah, wall push-up would add, yeah.
Good for the spine then.
Good for spine too.
In your arms and your upper
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any questions on this side? Okay. I'll come this way.
Hi. I have a friend who swears that collagen is helpful in aging. Could you speak a little bit about that?
You start. We take it at our house. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I take it too. There's been research studies on its effect on joints, joint mobility. A lot of people take it because they think it makes them look younger. There's no research on that. But it does help with skin and joint mobility and muscle repair, tissue repair as well. Especially if you're not eating a lot of animal products, because collagen comes from animals. It's it's like a fat in the muscle of the animal. So if you're not eating a lot of that, you can supplement with it. I supplement with a fish collagen because I don't eat red meat or chicken or anything like that. So they have marine collagen, which you can have as well. I don't think the research is as strong on plant-based collagens. They have some now, because it's hard to get the same kind of chemical balance there to make it, to manufacture it versus when it comes from an animal. So I think it is beneficial, and it's actually, there's some research on gut health too. It helps with gut issues as well. Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, just collagen or gelatin. These are not vegan products, right? They are animal derived. You can find the fish-based collagens now. It's an incomplete protein, is that right? So you can pair it with other things and it will help form whole proteins, which again needs everything, all those peptides put together to rebuild your own muscle tissue. But yeah, it's exciting because it is starting to pull together the mind-gut connection. And if anybody's interested in that, I did want to tell you the title of a book. It's The Mind-Gut Connection. Who's the author? It's Meyer. Have you heard about that one? And it's, some of the stuff gets kind of woo-y, not very based in science, but it's pretty informative. Amarin, E-M-A-R-A-N, Amarin Meyer, M-A-Y-E-R, M-D, and that's, interesting background. We've known a lot about that connection, but now they're calling the gut the second brain, which is maybe going a little far out there, but it does show how key, all the organ systems are. So, and those two are pretty important. Yeah, they make up a huge amount of our overall body mass, in fact.
Yeah.
Combining the nervous system and the gut.
And one other thing, a really good way to get collagen if you're wanting it is some bone broth. Again, if you eat animals, chicken bone broth, beef bone broth, not stock, but the bone broth, which is what they, make with all the bones and everything. They boil it down and all that good stuff comes out of the bones and it's in there already. So sipping chicken bone broth like you would tea, like that's a great way to get actual collagen, and it's got the protein,
Again, also
and
good
it's
for the
great
tummy.
great for your gut. Really
It's,
good for your gut.
some of these things sound kind of trendy, and certainly there's marketing involved that's making us aware, making the products available to us. But I actually think we're kind of living in an awesome time right now because we know about this. We see more, like I went to Costco and picked up a couple new sources of protein, like they got little salmon fish bites, smoked salmon fish bites, and convenient 4-packs. You can take one on the go with you. And they weren't that expensive. When you look at buying salmon versus buying the salmon bits, they were actually cheaper than buying my own salmon.
Yeah, and one other thing about the fad thing, they do seem like a fad kind of thing, but if you think back, I always try to truth test things when they come out, like this is the new thing you should be buying. Like, first of all, who's selling this to me? And if they're trying to make money and that's the only reason they're selling it, that's a red flag. But also, what have people been doing for we're not the first ones here. Like, what have people been doing for thousands of years? They've been eating stuff like bone broth, just naturally. Maybe they didn't have the science to back it, but that's why chicken soup is so healing, and because we used to make it with bone broth, and it really does help. It's not just,
Yes, they have proven that chicken soup, a good, proper chicken soup is healing, has healing properties, yeah.
Do you have a question over there?
Yeah, Nicole, Dana brought up energy, and we all know that we lose energy as we age. Yeah. And so what I'm asking is there anything specific that you could recommend to increase the energy, let's say during a day, whether it be a liquid, protein, or whatever? And secondly, since we do lose good bacteria in, like you were referring to, the gut as we age, I'm assuming you do recommend a probiotic?
I don't think probiotics are harmful. I think they can really help, and they're not, for most people, they're not going to harm you. So a good quality one with certain strains is important versus just one, and you can talk to your doctor or your dietitian, really. I don't know if y'all know, but doctors don't know a lot about nutrition. They get a very small amount of education in
Gastroenterologists do know a lot about.
Yes, gastroenterologists, there you go. That's a specialty, yeah. Your regular PCP, he's gonna have the basic knowledge, but anyway, for energy, make sure start with your sleep, see how you can improve that. If you're not sleeping well, it's gonna be hard to have energy throughout the day. If you're getting 2 hours of sleep a night, you can do all the things during the day, and it's
Well, let's assume you are.
Yeah.
Getting good.
But making sure you're hydrated, I would check your micronutrient levels if you can. If you have access to some lab work, get your micronutrients tested, especially B12. As we age, it's harder for our bodies to process B12, and a lot of us are deficient in it. B12 comes from animal products too, and it's B12. If you're low, your energy is going to be low. Also, vitamin D. Get your vitamin D tested. A lot of us are very low in vitamin D. That impacts our immune system, energy levels. Get some sunlight. Go outside and get some sunlight, 5 to 10 minutes in direct sunlight. Without anything on, no sunglasses or anything. Get it into your body. That will help with energy levels. And then also watching the light, the artificial light throughout the day, especially at night. Like I said, having tons of lights on right now, it's gonna tell your body to be awake, and then our bodies get all thrown off because it's not time to be awake, it's time to go to sleep. And then we wake up and our circadian rhythm is just completely out of whack. So yeah, make it a job. I do, make it a job with the energy, and be very, you would treat anything that's important to you, make it a ritual. So, yeah.
Awesome. I think that's it. Well, we're running out of time.
Okay, we're getting the call.
Write down your questions, and then we'll connect you with these guys. And we'll send out the thank you for coming email with all of their contact information, or grab it on the way out. But we'd like to end today and kick off this awesome year ahead. We want to show you, rather than tell you, that creativity, joy, and learning new things are possible and can be fun at any age. It's the personal embodiment of our seminar today. So, take it away, Steve and Zeno.
Zeno and I are going to do this together, and to make it a little more personal, and because this sanctuary has really good sound, we're going to come out there.
Here, can we do this? What's wrong with this? No? Too much? Too much?
Let's try and be really acoustic.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. If everyone can give a round of applause for our amazing speakers today. That was really nice. Thank you so much for all your knowledge. First and foremost, Happy New Year. Hopefully everyone had an amazing one and end of 2025. This ends our seminar for today. We invite you to come to next month's seminar, which is going to be a little bit more of an edgy topic, Cannabis 101 for Grown-ups, Pain Relief, Sleep, and more. So if you're interested in finding out more, we're going to have some amazing speakers ready to speak on these topics, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Thank you.
Good job. Thanks. Yeah, you too. That was fun.
I can almost sing and play the song.
I was actually, when you were talking about
Thank you for doing that. It's just like, we'll just,
cannabis, melatonin, or any
You know, I think people need to try it to know if it's going to work for them or not. Yeah. And
Is melatonin an okay thing or not?
problem is, like, for both, a low dose and the least you need. Try to see what the minimal amount you need. Yeah. Thank you, Ron. All right, great. Glad to have you. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, go ahead. I'll talk to you later.
I told you it was good.